Welcome, welcome, Aries Twin Flame. I hope that you are doing great, feeling blessed and highly favored. My name is Marie. I am the energy behind this channel. Alrighty, so I'm going to be doing an Aries Twin Flame collective reading. Please do note that these readings will be especially for those that have an Aries sun and Aries rising. Okay. If you feel called to look into maybe your Venus, your moon sign, feel free to do so. But these are intended to really look into the sun and rising, ascending energies. Here in these readings, we're going to be looking into the energy surrounding. We're going to be looking into the activation 1, activation 2, which will show me here on the physical and spiritual energy, what you need to surrender. We're going to be looking into the counterpart as well as the goddess guidance. Do have in mind when the goddess guidance comes in, you get to see and connect with a feminine energy. And it does show a little bit here of why this person or goddess is known for, and also receiving guidance from them. For those of you that are into deity work and all this goodness, feel free to connect with so. Okay. All right. So let's look into what's going on here with you. And of course, you want to look into your counterpart, know a little bit more of what's going on with them. Feel free to also do so. I'm doing this readings with all my love. Okay, so please do take the time to just reflect and to assist you, since there's a lot of new changes that we are all coming into. Ooh, beautiful Aries. Okay. My heart goes out to you. Aries. At the bottom of the deck, we have Yemaya, which is the grandmother of ocean. Very feminine energy. We have your energy being here with the mirror. This is about knowing this self-examination, seeing who you really are. Aries, I cannot express here how much you've grown, and you know of the changes that you've now brought into within here for yourself, and how you're stepping into new energy, newfound energy, right? So this energy is calling for you to be you at your purest form, for you to be embracing whom you are at the core. Because I see it within the energy, you know what you have brought to the table and how you want to look at things. We bring in this energy of innocence. Looking into an Aries rising, I have so much love for those that have an Aries rising. Obviously I have a lot of love for people, but Aries rising have to go through this difficulty and process since they're very young, very traumatic experiences to allow them to shift into a whole new person, looking into the core and depths of their trauma. And that's why we have a lot of people who are out here in the spiritual community and the looking into the occult and other things. Is I really saw this in a brighter perspective, how a lot of you had to search within, even into the occult, into things that you were scared of because you needed answers. Your soul needed answers. And a lot of you have stepped into this Aries. You had been in a very dark feminine energy, right? Dark feminine is not negative. It's just almost embracing just you, being all about the self, getting to know thyself, but maybe not in the brightest of lights. And this is now where you've been so strong, where you've got now the opportunity to be soft, to embrace yourself as is. Mother yourself, because a lot of you may have had some problems and connections with the self. And stepping into this energy is scary, especially if you had boundaries. You've been too hardcore in the past. Doesn't mean that you're not it right now, but it's in a more gentle position. So it's like before, we may have had this energy space where nobody could face you in the past, right? And they're them cross you, Aries. In the physical, this is how you're going to feel it. right? That you're stepping into this energy of showing some innocence. And the beauty of this is that regardless of whatever's that you've done in life, Aries, your soul is always pure. Your soul is always innocent. So you get to embrace that and do not hold back because of whatever you've done in life. Maybe you were a player in the past. Maybe you broke too many hearts. But life bends over for the courageous. And you're going to have that courage. And this is going to manifest in the physical for you, where the manifestations get to step in here for you in this way. And how you're going to feel this manifestation and energy step in for you in the spiritual is empowerment. With empowerment, we have the frequency of empowerment supports our ability to show up fully and completely, uniting us with others in the deep trust that we are all connected through the same source. I want you to practice this exercise from now on. We're always feeling that we are disconnected, or we want to connect more. But why do we have to say body, mind, and spirit? Why can't we just call in oneness? Because we always are making different compartments for them. So please, I embrace you to call in and embrace, even on meditative or anything that you do. And we always have body, mind, and spirit. How come we don't call in spirit, mind, heart, and soul, however is that we want to call it in? Or just oneness. Even if you're tapping and allowing yourself to center your energy. Okay, so Aries. With empowerment refers to the process of enabling or giving power to. And we typically associate power with strength. In the new energy, however, strength not only refers to the totality of everything that makes us grow on the outside, like our physical form and shape, but includes the inner qualities of wisdom, balance, flexibility, adaptivity, and courage. Our true power is deeply rooted in our knowing and who we are. So it's calling for us to remember our connection to source and self. When we are clear about who we are, we can be clear about what we are here to do. This clarity is empowering. And the energy, right? So when we are trying to step into getting to know ourselves or any decision that we need to do, you can make decisions on maybe an 8 of sword energy, having too much ish going on in your mind. It's like allowing yourself to have clarity, rooting back into earth, balancing the self for at least for that moment, grounding the energy, and then making a decision from that. Because imagine what kind of decision are you to take if there's so much going on in the mind. You can't really think clearly. So with this energy, Aries, I ask for you to try this, to take a deep breath and go inside yourself for a thoughtful moment. Contemplate on all aspects of you that are supporting you to be your fullest expression. Do you speak and live your truth? Who are you when no one is watching? Are you comfortable showing up fully as yourself wherever you go? Try dressing up for no particular reason besides celebrating and empowering yourself. Sometimes we get ready or beautiful or showing ourselves out to the world. Sometimes we say it's for us, but not really, because we also, who the hell are we trying to impress? I remember that when I was going through my dark night of the soul, like obviously I felt like shit, right? Because it's deep. And I know you will understand because you've been here as well. Or some of you have gone through this repetitive cycle over and over and over. This is not your first rodeo, but damn, are you tired? and now ready to embrace something new. And for some of you, yeah, you're stepping into this new energy, but it's all about the belief in oneself. But where I was going with this, it's, I felt like shit, but obviously all layers of me were shedding. I didn't see it as that at the moment, but damn, was I going to let anybody know that I was going through my dark night of the soul, which I didn't know that's what it was called back in the day. Damn, would I let anybody see me going through it, feeling like shit, crying my eyes out every time the sun set. No, got ready, got all beautiful and glammed up. Nobody was going to see that I was going through something. I was not ready to let myself be vulnerable, right? So now it's about you. Get ready, celebrate yourself. Even if you're just at home, yeah, it's easier to put on some PJs, but why not be beautiful for yourself? What are you to do with this lifetime? This is your astronaut suit for now. Who knows, you'll be back, Aries, okay? So let's look into the energy you need to surrender. And of course, we'll be looking into the counterparts. What energies here with the TWINFLAME journey is Aries working right now to surrender? One with self. I love this. This is about blossoming, seeing the new version of you, Aries. We have 8-8. The number that is here, we have the number 26. So 2 + 6 is 8. The 8 is about manifesting fruits of labors where they get rewarded, abundance. Think about the number 8 when it is about the infinity symbol. It is about reflection, even of those that you have not changed. This is beautiful because this is about you reaping what you worked hard for. Bottom of the deck is the next energy, and it goes hand in hand. We have 8-8. Light code 9-9 steps in next with you open your heart, set loving boundaries, and then you step into trusting what you have put out into the energy. And of course, I will be doing these or try to do these on a monthly or maybe like here on a quarter reads. But of course, we always need guidance. Like I said, I usually never do these. I've never done this for each sign, but I want to embrace each and every single one of you on your journey. I know it's not easy. God knows it's not easy. So allow yourself to take in the message. If you need to book a session, I mean, by all means, I'm here for you. But from this alone, okay, Divine knows who this was meant to fall into the ears and eyes of, because you've been asking to receive, or your soul is asking to receive, for you to receive the clarity, and I'm here for it. All right, so let's look into your divine counterpart energy. What's going on with them? The messenger. Woo! I love this. Them receiving the message. We have crucifixion in the bottom of the deck. Is this huge? Hell yes, it is. Why? Because in this energy, this is really about receiving what is needed to be heard. About somebody here, the counterpart at a time, yes, there was a feeling that there's something strong in the connection with the two of you here, but the energy here, it's about this person now allowing themselves to be, I don't mean like they're getting crucified, because Lord have mercy, but this energy is about knowing that they put themselves in a position that is getting them in trouble, that is getting them in a space where they're hurting, them feeling that they've sacrificed something. And this is about the messenger comes in, letting them know what they have not surrendered, what they have just allowed themselves to just not really hear what is out there. I want to see the energy that is here for them, with the energy that they needed to acknowledge that they have not surrendered. Divine order. I am shooketh. This energy is about, all right, you had free will. You did however you please at this time. Now it's time for divine to take place. Allow things to be in the path that they need to go in. not just for you, but where this is about. This is about not for you, divine counterpart, but because Aries has worked so hard. They're calling in whatever's that they need. They're empowering. Here, you may not feel that you were worthy of this connection, or you needed more time. The Merkaba activation is here in the bottom of the deck, and that energy is about, as everything you're calling in is like you are manifesting and moving this energy to be. This is where they are no longer in control about how they're handling a connection or situation here. Thank you, divine. Thank you, universe. And they may feel that nothing is going their way, but within the energy, they will soon find out why everything is happening here. They're going to experience a rapid expansion, which will bring them increased recognition and whatever is that they needed to look into. Everything falling into divine order. I know a lot of you want to look into how are they feeling for me and all this energy, but we're not going to look into that. I want you to embrace the energy that is here, right? We might look into that in the next reads that I may do. I will do twin flame / soulmate energy, because obviously not everybody likes to label themselves as twin flame. At this point, a lot of us don't, but it is important to look into the energy symptoms because we're curious beings, okay? All right, so let's look into who is your goddess and assisting you here, and who brings in the guidance. On my other channel, which is Divine Formations, if you have not yet subscribe. I will be doing a guidance within how to find out your life path number, how you can get into your personal year numbers, connecting with numbers, right? Soul urge number, seeing other things along with that, but it's connecting with your deities, with gods, goddesses. Deities are there for you to assist you throughout your journey, and how to be able to get the information. I will be posting them next week, so do have in mind how we can do this. I was trying to do this on a live stream, but I'd rather do it on a recorded, and then have a live stream where I can come and host that on live maybe next week, or before the month of November. What the hell, November? February ends. Okay. Let's look into your goddess here. Or I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. And I wanted to do a Mary Magdalene energy for everybody, but I was like, no, let me just do what I felt guided in my heart to do. The goddess that is assisting you now at this time, I'm so freaking excited, I can't even speak. We have Mary Magdalene. Mary Magdalene is the apostle to the apostles. I am the bridge between heaven and earth. I am fully human and fully divine. Embrace thyself, Aries. Okay. So who is Mary Magdalene? Alrighty, so we have Mary Magdalene. She's so beautiful in this depiction here. The art is so beautiful, right? So Mary Magdalene embodies the capacity we all have to merge with the soul and receive divine guidance through a love that never ends. Mary was born in the 1st century in Magdala, Israel. She was the first to witness the resurrection, and for this reason is revered in Christianity as the apostle to the apostles. In the meaning of Mary Magdalene, author and Episcopal priest Cynthia B. relates that the Gospel of Thomas, Philip, and Mary Magdalene all reveal Mary not only as Jesus' beloved companion, but also as an equal partner in teaching and transmission. Cynthia B. believes that Mary Magdalene's gospel contains a secret teaching that Christ gave to Mary, so that she could pass through the 7 stages to reach the soul or the nous, which is the highest point of the soul. And it is this union with her soul that allows Mary to see the risen Christ. By the way, for those of you that want to look into finding more truth about Jesus, Yeshua, yes, there is two Jesus, one which Mary Magdalene connected to, seeing him as the Christ. There was a change of name, obviously, because of the ascension, and then there's the fallen Christ, which is more known in Christianity as the Lord and Savior. But some of you may go into diving deep into that. Obviously, we're not going to talk about this right now, but do have that in mind. Okay, so you might find information here and there or feel that it is not true, and then it is true. Allow your heart to guide you. And if things don't make sense right now, it's all about you planting the seed of intention there. Okay. Okay, so in classic iconography, Mary Magdalene is associated with an egg and the color red because she does hold the red and the black light coats, just so you know. So it says that she used an egg to teach the court of Tiberius Caesar about resurrection. Caesar doubted her and responded that a person could no more rise from the dead than the egg, and her hand turned red. The egg turned red immediately. And that's what we have. The egg being red right there. Legends relate that Mary then traveled to the south of France to escape persecution and to continue her ministry. It is believed that she lived the last 30 years of her life in the caves at Saint Beume. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that not correctly. There she met with Christ with a love that inhibits the human heart, but that lives on beyond it. So what does Mary Magdalene need you to know? Mary Magdalene represents the fierce, unwavering love that we all have access to within our own vulnerable hearts. It's a love that renders all things sacred, from the animals to the angels, from the poorest to the most powerful. Have in mind that a lot of that, what Christ, Yeshua, came to do was to change love into that divine love, to bring us that knowledge, the inner power, the inner knowing, the embracement of divine love, of whom we are as gods and goddesses. It's love that sees the inherent worth of all things. And it's a love that remains even through the darkest times, even through death. Her love is the one that resurrects. The Gospel of Mary Magdalene relates that Jesus came to reunite us, to demonstrate to us a true human being. And anthropos meaning a person who is both fully human and fully divine. This is what Mary became, and it's why she has so beloved to Jesus. She didn't seek to follow him. She sought instead to become her true self. Mary Magdalene reminds us that we have the power to receive visions from within. We are worthy of such proximity to the divine because that's the other half of what it means to be truly human. She reminds us that there's a bridge between heaven and earth, and that we are the bridge. And she wants us to remember that the truest church we can ever enter is in the heart. This is where our true power rests and where love never ends. So let's have a soul voice meditation for you, Aries. Within the question, next time you meditate, just receive the answer. Ask the question to receive the answer. Where has my love not yet reached? It feels more internal. Affirmation. I am the bridge between heaven and earth. I am fully human and fully divine. Sending you all my love, Aries. Until next time, baby kicks. Namaste.